Now, let's say we want to do a little bit of editing on this, and we want to change it up a little bit, okay? Because I noticed the first thing is that when Reed is saying the pledge, he doesn't actually start with the pledge. He says a bunch of other stuff. So let's see if we can stop it right before he says the pledge.
Everyone, this is Reed in multimedia. I'm going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. All right, here we go. I pledge it.
Okay, so he starts right there. And you can actually see these little bumps down here below him? That's the sound that he's making. And he starts saying it right here where the sound jumps up. So if we start it just right before that, then we won't have anything but him saying the pledge. So what you do is you start at the beginning, you put your cursor on it until you get those little arrows, and then you can drag it down here right to that line. And now let's see what happens when we play it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
See? There's none of the stuff at the beginning. It just starts where he says the pledge. Okay? I think he also has some stuff at the end. So let's move the cursor down there and listen.
Liberty and justice for all. Aye.
Yep. Okay, so liberty and justice for all ends right there where the little waves end. So let's put our cursor there. And then we're going to come over here and drag it to that mark. Now, let's see what happens when we play it.
With liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so that's where we've trimmed his clip, Reed's clip, and now it's just the pledge. That's what we wanted. All right. Now, what I remember and notice about Nick's is that the volume is really low.
I pledge allegiance
You barely hear it.
Texas, one state.
Okay. And that's something that we will work on when we're filming to make sure that we've got good sound, because if you don't have good sound, you can't really tell what's going on. You can see what's going on, but you can't hear it. All right, but there's a way, fortunately, that we can correct this to a bit. So if you click on his clip, and then you go up here, there's a little speaker. And you can adjust the volume. Right now it's at 100%, but we can crank it up. We can go up as high as 400%. Let's see what that sounds like.
I honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
That's way better, okay? It may be not quite as loud as Reed's, but it's way better and we can hear it now. So we're going to go with that. All right. And now on Addison's, the volume was good, and I think it starts when she starts and it ends when she ends. So I don't think we have to trim this clip.
I believe in myself and my ability to do my best.
And the sound is good too. So, okay, we had to trim Reed's. We don't have to trim Nick's, and we don't have to trim Addison's, and we don't have to adjust her volume. Okay, so we could stop it there. But let's say we wanted to add something at the beginning of it. All right, that would be a title. What do we tell the students to do right before we say the pledges? We tell them to please stand. So let's add a title. So you click on titles, and then you can kind of just scroll through them and you can see what they do. All right. So let's pick one just for grins. Let's pick this. Let's do this one right here. I like that one. So you're going to grab it and drag it down here in front of your first clip. It says it's going to run it for 4 seconds, and then you have to type in up here what you want to say. Please stand for the pledges. Okay? And so when you play it, if you move your marker back over here to the beginning, this is what it's going to look like. Oh, why didn't it change it? That's weird. Let's fix it. Please stand for the pledges. All right, let's try that again. Perfect.
I pledge allegiance.
Okay, so when we start at the beginning, it says please stand for the pledges. And then it goes into
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Now the next thing we're going to do, you notice how that when one clip is over, it just jumps to the next one.
Just for all.
See? It just jumps. We can put something in called a transition to make it a little smoother. All right, so you click on transitions, and then what these do, I'll show you. Let's just click this first one. It's called a cross dissolve. It just dissolves one picture into the other one, okay? One clip into the other. So let's put this one here between them, and then watch, I'll play it and you can see what happens.
With liberty and justice for all.
I honor the Texas flag.
Okay, did you see how it kind of faded from Reed to Nick? That's pretty cool. All right, so we could also maybe do one between Nick and Addison. Let's try that with them. Okay, let's try this blur one, see what that does, okay? Put it over here. All right, so let's play it and see what it looks like.
Texas, one state under God, one in
I believe in myself
Okay.
and my
I didn't like that one as much because when it faded, Nick was still talking. And then Addison it's almost like she started right on top of him. I didn't like that. So let's just take that one out. So you click on it, click delete. Boom, it's gone. All right. So if that's all we're going to do, we're going to do the same thing we did last time. To save it, file, share, file. Okay, and then you change the name of it because this is the same name as the first one we did. Let's say first attempt at pledges edited. And then click next, and then click save. And boom, when your little clock gets done, you're finished, and that's it.